This is a wild geranium. This is one of my favorite flowers. It's a wildflower, but I have taken some of it and put it in some of my back flower beds. It blooms in April and even into May, and it's quite prevalent throughout the woods, many different areas. It is beautiful, even though it is so fairly common. This is a poison ivy vine, and if you touch it, you are in as much jeopardy as if you touch the plant and break off the juices. So this is about one of the hairiest ones I've ever seen. That's why I decided to take a picture of this one. Stay away. Leaves of 5, let it thrive. Leaves of 3, leave it be, even though there aren't any leaves here. This is Jack in the pulpit. You see, here's the pulpit, and here's Jack. It's a beautiful wildflower. Fairly common, although not something you see just everywhere all the time. This is a nice little patch of them. See, there's several of them in here. This is a patch of mayapple and toothwort. Notice the serrated edges on the toothwort, which hence the name tooth. And as you can see, the bloom is already gone. It does bloom quite early. Now these mayaples will not set fruit because they have to have 2 leaves on each plant in order to set fruit, to have the apple, which will then produce other plants. This is bloodroot, and it's got a very interesting leaf, and we're running into many patches of it here on Dry Branch Trail. And this is Big Branch Trail. No, it is Dry Branch Trail, and this is April the 21st when we're seeing it. It has already bloomed. It blooms in March, so we've missed the bloom. Though we did see a bloom for the first time when we took a hike at Kanawha State Forest in March. Now next to it is bedstraw, and this is something that is in the mint family because it's got a square stem, and it's kind of sticky as far as not sap stick, but tactile stickiness. And it was used by the early colonists to stuff their mattresses for their beds. This is rue anemone, and I think it has a very interesting, delicate leaf. I used to press a lot of this when I was doing flower pressing. Very early blooming, beautiful plant.
This creek is called Big Branch. It flows into the New River between the Bluestone Dam at Hinton and down at Sandstone Falls. Okay.
This is the ill-scented trillium, and trillium refers to the 3 leaves and then the 3 sepals and petals. This is a patch of little white violets, and white violets are not as common as the purple or blue violets, but I always love them whenever I see them. This is a plant that I'm not really sure what it is. I have to identify it. Notice the 3 leaves and the white blossom. Try to find out what that is later. This is called squirrel corn, and it's very similar to Dutchman's breeches, except it's more heart-shaped, whereas Dutchman's breeches look like breeches. This is almost done. It blooms very early. This is Virginia bluebell, and we go every year, every April, to see it. It blooms abundantly in Chief Logan State Park. Here it is, just finishing up its bloom. This is a really nice patch of foam flower, the airy white stalks that are sticking up here. There are some spring beauties, little tiny pink flowers interspersed, as well as some purple violets. Really pretty little patch.
This is where we stopped the Big Branch Trail. This is the second stream crossing, of which there are 4, but apparently the trail gets a lot more rugged when you go past this. I figure we've come about a mile, almost uphill all the way so far, but a very nice trail this time of year. Now this is the first crossing on the Big Branch, and you need a little dexterity to work your way across this stream, hopping on rocks across the way. This area is called Brooks Falls, near Hinton, on the road to Sandstone Falls. It's a Class 3 rapids on the New River.